All right, folks, what we have here, very simply put, is going to be an older, extremely low mileage, decent little car, very, very cheap transportation. That's got to keep that part in mind. According to all my information, 93,305 miles is the accurate mileage on this car. It says a 1995 Oldsmobile Cutlass Ciera. This was not the most popular car sold new. I know because I was selling them back then. You know, we sold a few of them here and there, but it was never a really huge seller, and I can never figure out why. Has lots of equipment, it's very comfortable, drives nice, has a great engine and trans, just never sold well. But that's kind of irrelevant because this is for the person that needs just decent transportation, okay? So let's check some stuff out here. Let's see if the radio works. AM sure works. And we'll go to FM. Oh, there you go. All right, Billy Squire. We're good to go there. All right, we'll turn that off. Let's see. Oh, power windows. It does have them. Let's try this here. That's right rear. And this is, oh, no, wrong one. I gotta figure these stupid things out. That's right front. And we'll swing it on around, and that is your left rear. And it's very important that the driver's window works, and that's auto down too. And I'll show you why that's important in a minute. All right, let's go to the power mirrors. Yep, so that one works. Let's go to this side, which is more important actually. And that one works, down, up, all that stuff. It's got cruise control. I don't know if it works. I haven't put a lot of mileage on this car myself, so I can't honestly say. Horn works. Wipers. Yep, they work as they should. That's the important stuff. All right, let's go check out the outside. Oh, here's why it's important this window works. See this handle? You can feel that something is disconnected in there. You got to do the old reach outside and pull thing. No big deal, or you pull the door panel off and fix it. I can't fix every little thing wrong with these older cars, because by then I'd be selling you a car for so much money nobody'd ever buy it. So I leave the little crap alone. Let you guys worry about that. Oh, this is weird. I always remember to see this. It's got a power back to the seat. Let me see if I can get the angle right there, up and down. But yet the seat is manual. Very strange how they did that, but who knows? That's General Motors back in the 90s, you know? Go figure. Oh, and this is the SL model, which basically means it's got a 6-cylinder and power stuff. You know, the cheaper ones didn't have that. All right, let's check our rubber out here. Left front has, and let's go, looks like, well, let's see. Try that again. All right, what does that say? Just about, that looks like about 8:30 seconds, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, 9, yeah, it's probably about 8:30 seconds in the left front. All right, this is your left rear, which that's actually pretty good, 8:30 seconds. And left rear is about 8:30 seconds. Nice, matching hubcaps, matching wheel covers. All right, let's do this one. This is your right side. That one's not too impressive, I don't think. Yeah, that one's just a little under, it's about 6:30 seconds on the right rear. And let's see what we got here. And this one is, yeah, about 8:30 seconds. So you got pretty, actually, passenger car tires come with about 12:30 seconds new. So 8:30 seconds means they got about 2/3 of it left. But you got one that's a little down a little bit. Now the body, not bad. Not a lot of dents and whatever, but it does have a little bit of corrosion, which is typical. You can see a little bit of bubbling around there. Coming along this way. You can see some down there. A little bit of corrosion, a little bit there. Let's go down, I'll do the rocker panel here. You can see some right there. And we'll come along here and you can see what's under there. Okay, keep in mind, even though it's a low mileage car, it is still a 95 model year car. Okay, here is your passenger side. You can see how nice and clean this car is. I mean, yeah, it's got floor mats, look under there, the floor's not all beat up. I mean, this is a great car for cheap money, lasts you a couple of years. That's really what the point is of this car. It's not going to win any beauty contests. It's certainly not going to, you know, last you the rest of your life, but you know what? At least it looks halfway decent. And for, like I said, a year, 2 years, however long you can keep it running, trust me, it's a lot cheaper than renting a car. Alright, now we'll do the door frame. Surprisingly, the corrosion on the body doesn't extend to the door. That's nice. Alright, here's your roof. The car is a little dirty. I apologize. We've been getting a lot of rain lately. Here's your back seat. You can see again how nice it is. Look at back in the day, they even had ashtrays still back then in the rear seats. You don't see those anymore. Alright, here's your door jamb. And let's do your door frame. Oddly enough, once again, not much corrosion there. I mean, there is some on the body, but like I said, not much on the door frame itself. Right rear quarter panel looks really good. Round back looks really good. The bumper is not beat up at all. As you can see, it's in beautiful shape. Let's take a look underneath, see what we got. Look, it's even got Oldsmobile mud flap there. Something you don't see anymore either. And it's got a matcher right there. Nice. All right, very good. And of course, a very nice trunk. It's not a fold-down seat, but for a mid-sized car or a smallish car, this trunk is actually pretty huge. Let's see what we got under here. It's tied down, but I can see, yeah, it looks like a brand new spare. It looks like the tools are in there, so that's good. Trunk lid, yeah, got a little bit of corrosion starting right there where it normally does. Other than that, not bad, but we close it up. Take a look, step back. Like I said, nice looking car. Left rear quarter panel, no dents. A little bit of, looks like spotted corrosion spots, of course. Like I said, not a beauty queen. Here's your roof on this side. But believe me when I tell you, for the price, this is going to be one heck of a car for somebody. Especially if you're looking like a first car for your kids, or maybe a second, family car or whatever. There's your door jamb. And of course, we're going to do the door frame itself. And once again, I'm surprised, no corrosion on the door whatsoever. Alright, and of course, hey, this is funny. See this thing here? That actually was supposed to have been taken off in 1995. That is put on these cars back then for when they're on the car carrier, so they don't bang the doors into anything. And some dealers just left them on, and apparently this dealer did, and they never took them off. That actually was supposed to come off when the car was brand new. I've seen that before. It makes me laugh, though. There's your door jamb. You can see how nice this driver's seat is. Very comfortable. I really believe the legitimacy of the mileage on this car just by the shape of the upholstery. And let's do the door frame. And here we are, 4 for 4. 4 good doors on this vehicle. Alright, there's your Ciera, left front fender, a little bit of bubble corrosion right there. Again, no big deal, but I like to point everything out. Front of the car actually looks very good. You can see the bumper's not all beat up, it's not dented, it's got a little scrape like right there. Let's see what we got underneath here. Alright, here we go. Alright. And then up. Alright, now again, I really like this motor. Trans combination on this car. It's a 3.1 liter V6. Gets you good gas mileage, you got plenty of power. They're a very reliable engine, and of course, automatic transmission doesn't hurt either. Now, here we go. Good news is there is no low-end noise in this motor. I gotta be honest, I do detect, I can hear a little bit of valve train noise. Let me shut up for a minute, see if you can hear it. But not a big deal. Again, just a little bit of oil changes, taking good care of this car. You can't get 50, 80, 100 grand out of it. That's because you did something wrong, not because of the car. All right, let's drop the hood here and go. Step back for a minute. You guys can take a look. There it is. Not a bad looking car. All right, but of course the most important thing, as it always is how does it run? How does it drive? Well, we're going to take it out for a ride right now and see. A couple things I didn't mention before. One is this is actually a 6-passenger vehicle. I would say maybe 4 adults, 2 kids, or vice versa. Switch it up any way you like. I would not say it's a 6 adult passenger car, but again, that's up to you. That's number one. All right, I'm going to do a warm start right now. Now what's significant, why do I do that? Well, very simply is I did a cold start before for you. I'm doing a warm start now, because on these older cars, different problems can manifest themselves depending upon whether the car is warmed up or cool. Now, as both times, I don't think I mentioned this either, there are none of those check engine lights, no warning lights, and yes, this car has them. Has a service engine soon light, has airbag light, anti-lock brake light, and none of those are on. All right, this is a 4-speed automatic overdrive and transmission. Like I said, I could never figure out why these cars didn't sell. And here we go. Amazingly smooth shifting transmission, actually. No hard shift whatsoever. Very smooth. Cruises pretty nicely. Let go of the steering wheel. We're going down the road perfectly straight. It does wallow a bit, and that's just typical of these mid-sized sedans of the 90s. Nothing to be concerned about. In fact, I don't even know there's anything you can do about it. They were kind of like that when they were new, so I'm not surprised that this one, you know, almost 20 years later is still like that. All right, we'll turn around here. Should have a pretty decent turning radius on this thing, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've been in one of these, but I do remember it just being a really decent car. All right, and away we go. Here, I'll get a little more gas this time. I mean, here we are, over 50 miles an hour already, so the 3.1 liter does get up and go. Much better. They actually did put a 4-cylinder engine in these cars. Oh, that was a real dog. I would hate to have one of them. But the V6 is nice. I like having that. I'm going to do a little brake test for you guys, and all that's going to be is real simple. Pulling into the vacant lot, slamming on the brakes, letting go of the steering wheel. Keep your eyes on the wheel, and we're going to test to see if A, if it has the anti-lock brakes, which I think it does, B, if they work, which I think they do, and C, if there's any other major brake issues, which I don't think it has any, but again, I'd like to demonstrate everything I possibly can. Of course, there's people in the way. So I'm just going to pull in here, find my little spot I like to use, right about here, let go of the wheel, and weird. I couldn't tell if the anti-lock brakes worked or not. I don't think they did, but the light's not on, so I don't know whether this car has anti-lock brakes or not. So either way, don't know. I know it's got an airbag. That's odd. I don't know if this car's anti-lock or not. All right, let's do a recap. And this is the whole point of this entire exercise I'm doing is, this is a 1995 Oldsmobile Cutlass Ciera SL 4-door sedan, 6-passenger vehicle with what looks like 93,306 miles. I believe the mileage. I'm going to be selling it with that mileage. You know, pretty much everything works except for, of course, for the door handle. And it's like kind of like middle of the road. I can't really see whether the air conditioner actually works or not, so got to unlock it. It's got power door locks. Oh, you know what? One thing I not guarantee, but I pretty much would bet this car does have keyless remote entry, because they did have it back then and it did come on the SL. I just don't have any of the remotes. I think I have 2 sets of keys, but I do not believe I have any remotes. So at this point, they're probably really cheap to get. You can get them right off of eBay. But that's up to you. Again, this is going to be such an inexpensive car. All these little things aren't really going to matter. All right, there we go. I'm going to get this camera off. We'll take another walk around if I can figure out how to do it. Sorry about getting my fingers in the way there, folks. Yeah, like I said, generally, this is just a decent little car. That's all it is. Good, reliable transportation for a couple years for somebody. Close this door. All right, so step back a little bit. We'll take a walk around. All right, folks, there you have it. And as I always do, I really hope this goes to someone that needs a very inexpensive, decent running, low mileage, reliable little mid-sized sedan. Thanks.